What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's vlog, I'm going to take the Shovelhead over to Crazy Horse. I just got to pick up a couple of parts for this bike because they're closed next week for a stock take. So I'm just going to pick up some bits, and then at the end of this vlog, I'll show you all of the parts I've collected over the time and my plans for this bike. Some of it I'm going to do this year, hopefully before the summer, and then the rest I'm going to do over winter. But I'll show you guys like a little unboxing of the parts that I got, and then my future plans for this bike eventually over next winter. But I'll take you guys on a little ride around as well today, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. See you guys in a little bit. Or not, but it's so windy out today. Not looking forward to getting on the A1 for all three because that is always windy no matter what time of year. It's just constantly going gusts from the side, but I think it's going to be a bit blowy on this road. I haven't even checked what the wind gusts are at today, but definitely feels like it must be up in the 30s maybe, but yeah, it feels kind of dangerous being on a bike today. Alright, just picked up my new levers, got these K-Tech ones here. Just in replacement of these stock shovel ones that I've got. They are absolutely massive and disgusting, so apparently Jay reckons once I replace that kind of front master cylinder on that, it's going to help with my my brakes. But we'll see. I'll get Jay to replace them just because I've got to change a couple of switches on there and stuff, and I'll just get him to bleed the brakes and put them on properly. But it's one thing down off the list for this weekend. leaving Crazy Horse now. I was actually in there a lot longer than I thought because my good friends Bam and Ben were in there, and we always just get chatting and just don't stop for ages. But I'm just going to head out now for a little wander on the bike, maybe head towards Knettishall, towards Euston maybe. I'll just go for a little wander and just see where we end up. But I was kind of had to pick up those levers because hopefully Jay will be able to fit us in soon and fit those in. So I'll hopefully have front brakes then that work, which would be rad. Right, just at Knettishall Heath now. I don't know if you can see behind me, but all the wild ponies grazing. Such a lovely day. I mean, it's really windy still, but it's so nice to be able to ride straight through the middle of this nature reserve and just see stuff like this just going on in the background. It's just epic views around here. Ponies running away, trying to go really slow and gentle, but still spooked him. Super cool though. I've just been in all those trees for so long and it just kind of cut out all of that wind, but as soon as I got in that open field my bike was like zigzagging like this the whole time. I was like, Jesus, nearly blew me into the dike at the side of the road. Just come off the A143 because you're just getting battered with wind the whole time and it's not very fun on a bike, so I'm going to take the nice scenic route through Rickenhall and Redgrave and then go back the back way back home. What's up everyone? I hope you guys enjoyed that ride. Luckily you got to see some wild ponies, which is really cool. Like, it's a bit hit and miss sometimes when you go over to Knettishall, you don't always get to see them. So I got super close that time as well, which was really rad. Hope you guys enjoyed that footage. So what I'm going to do is just show you what I'm planning with the Shovelhead so far. Obviously you guys saw at Crazy Horse, you guys saw that those new levers, K-Tech levers that I've got. Which would be really great. Hopefully it will sort out my front brake problem on the shovel. Jay was the one that told me if you replace a front master cylinder on that, it will actually help massively with your front brake. So hopefully that helps. All right, and before I've shown you guys on a previous vlog, but I've got everything to put mid controls onto this. Obviously being short, I struggle to reach the forward controls on this, and with having rounded pegs on there, my feet stretched out forward, just keep slipping off the peg. So hopefully mid controls will sort that out for me. The only thing I'm looking for, and if any of you guys have any, I'm looking for some Anderson style foot pegs. So just kind of flat foot pegs. If you guys got any, just send me a message, I'll come and get them. I've showed you guys this before too, which is my X-ring chain. I still need to put that on. If any of you guys had an X-ring chain or an O-ring chain before, they're so much easier to look after. Yeah, it's just a lot less cleaning, a lot less maintenance, which is really cool. So hopefully get that on soon. I just need the tool to be able to like chain brake basically. So next up is what I'm planning to do over the winter. I know we've just got out of this winter, or almost just got out of this winter. But next winter, I'm just collecting parts just so it works out a little bit financially like easier to, rather than just buying all the parts at once. If you guys have ever built a chopper or built a custom bike, it's really expensive on the parts. So if you can kind of slowly like collect parts as you go, which is what I've been trying to do with this one. And then over the winter, I'll plan this. So what I'm going to do now is just enter in a couple of snippets of like bikes that I'd love this shovel to look like. So just so you guys can get a little idea of what I'm planning to do with this one, I still want to keep it swing arm, so just keep the rear suspension on there, but just make it a little bit more of a custom job. Next up is this. I got secondhand really cheap. It's a lowbrow Rogue fender. So from Lowbrow Customs, as you can kind of see in that mock-up, what it's going to kind of look like on the bike. Just gives it that like kicked up rear mudguard look, a bit more Jap style. I actually haven't opened this, so I'll open it up now and let you guys have a proper look at it. So as you can see, has that kicked up mudguard on the back, and with these chrome fender struts. Comes with all the hardware too. It's a really cool bit of kit that. Sit roughly like that. It would just be a bit more of like a shorter bobbed fender on there. All right, so in conjunction with that Rogue fender, I've bought this horseshoe oil tank. It's a drop-in horseshoe oil tank from Lowbrow Customs. I just love the look of a horseshoe oil tank. For some reason, it's just, I just think they're just so neat looking, but obviously that will sit where your battery case is sitting, and your battery will sit in the top there. Obviously it needs a little bit of fab work, but I mean, just even the welds on this is just lovely. Perfect bit of kit that. Looking forward to getting that on next winter. This came through the post today. So, progressive front springs, which will hopefully sort out that front suspension. And I've got some new fork seals to put on too. And obviously new fork oil to put in there. Hopefully that will stop that kind of, well, actually give me some front suspension, which should be rad. Hopefully the bike will handle a lot more. And then I've got some baffles in here as well for that exhaust. The exhaust sounds amazing, but as soon as you're off the throttle, it has like a lovely roar, but it loses so much back pressure. You know, loses the power a lot through that back pressure. So hopefully that will give us some back pressure back, and then we'll have more power from that eventually. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone, because I've now become a YouTube partner. But just meaning that I can now get monetized from this, which is amazing for me. You know, it's a lot of time and effort to make these videos and sit and edit them. Obviously, I go out riding anyway, and I enjoy the whole thing. But, you know, if you could make a couple of quid extra from it, that would be amazing. But yeah, like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.